Alex Mercer, and I'm a total badass. It's pretty safe to say that Alex Mercer is a badass by simply being able to shape his entire body into different weapons, and then kill everybody around him without much trouble. Oh yeah, that's right, I have to do a review part here. Well, okay, let's get this over with quickly. I got some more ass kicking to do. The story starts out with Alex becoming a zombie in a morgue after he got shot. No, wait, I'm just lying, but technically if one does come back to life after being killed, that makes you a zombie. Well, anyways, you wake up in a morgue and escape your pursuers. You soon find out that a virus has been unleashed upon the city of New York, but whatever happened before that, you can't remember, so you have to try and find out what happened. The game reveals the story through cutscenes, among which most of the time will go between the 18th day of infection and the day you're currently in. But the story doesn't end there. There's also the web of intrigue, which you have to find certain people and extract information from them. No, not by beating the crap out of them. That's in the past. These days, we consume the people with vital information and read their memories. You also become the people that you consume. I like your suit. Oh, and you also have vital information for me.
Well, I say, my good man, I shan't give you this information. You just have to beat it out of me first.
That's not how I roll.
What are you doing? No, not the suit! Oh, fucking God, what are you doing, man?
Whoa, I'm freaking out, man. Holy shit, what drugs has this guy been taking? This is fucked up. So if you like that character's look, you can just become him. For the lulz, at least. The gameplay varies heavily by not only having around 12 powers in the game, but also having stealth as well as military vehicles to ride around in and great parkour gameplay. Let's start out with the traveling. Sure, you're only on Manhattan the whole game, and it can get pretty repetitive to see all the buildings, but when you simply run up a wall of a building just to jump and glide towards the next one while being pursued by choppers, is just awesome by itself. Now we have the combat. This is the best part about the game. There's like 12 different powers, each one unique and each one having enough depth for the players to try out many different ways of slicing, dicing, and tentacle raping your enemies that it's almost crazy. You can transform your body into armor. You can have thermal vision, which enables you to see through smoke. Very useful when you're in a chopper. You can turn your arm into claws, a blade, a bunch of armor, boxing gloves, a tentacle, and get more muscle mass, which helps in making stronger throws. There's also the Devastator attacks, which include the aforementioned tentacle rape attack, the spikes from the ground attack, and the shockwave attack. I think that's how it's called. You can also use military weapons too, which can be quite helpful in some situations. You can also use disguises to your advantage, but they won't help you if they see you cloak. It's always fun to manage to get away from pursuing enemy choppers by going down into an alley out of their sight, and then they see a everyday friendly soldier standing there. Now, even though soldiers should detect you whenever you do things like going 20 miles per hour, gliding right into their face, or running on a wall just to jump 20 feet into the air. As long as you have a disguise on, regular soldiers won't recognize you as long as you ain't shooting or killing them, or they don't have any sensors. You can also use your disguises to infiltrate enemy bases, where you can use stealth to consume in order to upgrade your abilities with military weapons and vehicles. You can also consume commanders in order to order down artillery strikes and blame other soldiers that they are the infected. While we are on the subject of upgrading, there's like tons of upgrades you can buy with evolution points. Almost every power has at least 2 to 3 upgrades available for them. By upgrading certain powers, you can do things previously undoable, such as grab choppers so you can hijack it, or the ability to slam dunk onto a horde of infected or a tank. Some of the combos are rather complicated, but the game is easy enough that if you use the standard attacks, that will still work rather well. Some of the more useful combos are with choppers. One should always have a tentacle ready. You should try to kick them first and then hit them with the tentacle, which should do quite some damage, or you can just hijack the choppers with tentacle and then turn the tables around. Trust me, people, the choppers are rather maneuverable. They will avoid you quite a number of times, especially at the beginning. Another good strategy with the claws is that if you're fighting hunters, once you quickly hit them with the flying kick and then land behind them quickly, use your claws to spike them out. Okay, now that we got the fighting and all out of the way, how do the controls hold up on the PC version for a mainly brawler-like game? Surprisingly enough, they work great. They work smoothly, and the targeting system works pretty good most of the time. I say most of the time because occasionally it will target something you didn't want it to target. There's also quite a bit of replay value by not only discovering the remaining web of intrigue targets, but also challenges that result to helping the infected fight the marines, to gliding down towards the center of a marked location, and a couple of others. You can also earn medals for these, but these are just optional unless you want those extra evolution points. There's also a territory control element to the game, even though you aren't taking control of anything, the infected and the military are. But if you manage to destroy the infected hives or military base, their presence is reduced in that area for a while until they rebuild or infected again. Overall, the game's focus on superpower destruction is well executed, with powers being fun to use and coming in many varieties, as well as having excellent ways of traveling through the same city without making it dull, and the ability to play the game again with all of your powers unlocked is fun. So basically, I'm saying here that if you like to cause carnage with tentacle rape attacks, I think you might enjoy Prototype. Till next time.